I love a puzzle book, my inner child just really love, and then also use it as a journal. Currently reading The Heartbreak Hotel. I have my canvas that I'm working on. I don't know about y'all, but I am a very nosy gal, so I love seeing any like what's in my purse, what's in my work bag, like all of those what's in my kind of bags. I think they're so fun and very like old school YouTube as well. So I thought it'd be fun this week to do a what's in my cozy hobby / analog bag. It's a hefty bag. I've got it right here and I can't wait to dive into all the things that essentially just help me stay off my phone and doing things that I love and fill me up with joy just in any free time that I have. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Molly. I am so happy you are here on my channel. There's just a combination of videos with all the things that I love. So recently it's been a lot of cozy hobbies. It's been marathon training, Disney, reading, really just enjoying life in my 30s and figuring out the best ways to fill my cup. So if you're interested in those things, I definitely hope you will subscribe and stick around. And I have been wanting to do one of these videos for such a long time because I've been seeing them over on TikTok and I thought it'd be fun just to do a little like chattier, yappy style videos. I feel like one of the reasons I love YouTube so much is just because I love yapping about the things that bring me so much joy. And if you aren't new around here, then you know I have been talking a lot about using the brick to stay off my phone, like going more analog, just like doing more hobbies and really being intentional about the free time that I do have. And it truly has transformed my life. I was talking to my husband about it the other day and I was like, I don't know how to say it without sounding like so dramatic, but truly lowering my screen time and diving back into things I loved as a kid and discovering new hobbies as an adult and like trying new things truly has like changed my life. Again, it sounds so dramatic, but like I just can't even describe the amount of joy and contentment that I have. I think hobbies are so wonderful just for getting you like outside of your head. And you know, if you're someone who has a particularly stressful work job or just like life, hobbies are so important to really like step outside of yourself and get so immersed into what you are doing that doesn't have anything to do with the regular stresses of life. So I think that's why I'm so passionate about hobbies and why I wanted to do my kind of like what's in my analog bag. I've been doing this Analog Days series just because I have been shutting out my social media for weekends at a time. I also do it every single evening through the mornings, and it's just allowed me to discover a lot of hobbies again. That means so much to me. So for this what's in my analog bag, I feel like everyone kind of takes a different approach. Obviously, this is like a very hefty bag that we have here. So this is not a bag that I am like carrying around with me or bringing with me when I'm out and about. A lot of people do have a like analog bag that they just like bring with them whenever they go in case they have spare time. I more so use this bag when I have free time. I'm choosing the hobby that I'm going to partake in, and then say I was going out and about like to a doctor's appointment or like whatever, I would maybe grab like one thing from here and put that in my day-to-day purse that I bring with me. I'm definitely not bringing this big bag everywhere. Essentially, this is just a bag of hobbies. And one other note is I think everyone also takes the like analog approach just a little bit differently, which I love. I think it's really cool to see how people take that. So for some people, it means like going so old school and like no screens at all. But in here, there are definitely still a couple of screens because for me, analog just means yes, doing things a little bit more old school, but really it's just to get me off my phone and get me off of scrolling, like not be so sucked into screens. So again, there are a couple screens in here, but I just feel like it's different than like, you know, scrolling social media. Like there's different kinds of screens. So without further ado, let's just get right into what is in my analog bag. The first thing that I have and do almost always have with me, no matter what bag I'm carrying around, is my Hobonichi. It is my planner. I use it for all of my work to-dos, all of my life to-dos, and then also use it as a journal and habit tracker as well. So I always struggle whenever I talk about it because people are like, I want to see how you set it up. And I'm like, this has got everything in here. I'm like, I don't want to air out all my dirty laundry. Like, this is my journal. So I can show you a couple pages and really just like how I set it up because I have really fallen in love with just like actually using the stickers that I have. I feel like I was a sticker hoarder in the past because I was like, I don't want to use it up. And I'm like, that is literally what stickers are for. So I color code each day, not by any like, the colors don't mean anything. It's really just to have a spread with the fun like washi tape, stickers, and highlighter all being the same. So as you can see, I use my stickers and try to journal on one half of the page and then use the other half for my to-dos. But I love this thing so much. This was my first year sticking to just one planner, and I feel like it has just made me so freaking happy just to have a space to like journal all of my thoughts, use fun tapes, use fun stickers, and yeah, absolutely love it. I will be setting one up for 2026, which I will show y'all a little bit of because I can, you know, show y'all before it's all set up and whatnot. But if I have any free time, like I will make sure I'm filling in my journal, making sure it's staying updated with like journaling each day. If I don't have a lot of stuff on my mind, I usually just go to Pinterest and find like a couple journal prompts, or I have been a couple pages in here. Let me see if I can find one. I love this one, the purple, it's so cute. But also just like using, yeah, like stuff like this, like doing, I had a challenge I was doing, but doing like monthly highlights and stuff like that. So I feel like there's always stuff to journal, and it's good to get in the habit of it. So that's the first thing that I have. I used to love magazines when I was little, like was subscribed to American Girl magazine. What was it, like 17 magazine? I was about to say 16, but I'm like pretty sure it's 17. But just really loved magazines, and so I got a couple of them recently at Barnes & Noble, and it just had so much fun like looking through the magazine section because it had been a while, and so I have really enjoyed having these. I don't know if anyone else had these when they were younger, the highlights magazines, but this one has been really fun because there's a lot of just like silly little word games, like word searches or finding, you know, like find these 20 items in a picture, and it's just been really fun when I feel like my brain is really tired and I can't motivate myself to like do something else. This has just been really fun to pick up and even just like 5 minutes like unwind with like doing a silly little brain game. So I have loved this. And then I think I've mentioned before, but Pokemon was like my very favorite thing growing up. Like loved the cards, loved the show, loved the plushies, like loved the video games, literally loved all of it. And so in the magazine section at Barnes & Noble, they had several Pokemon magazines, and I like really want to get back into it as an adult, and I have struggled too because I feel like it's just so different from, you know, 20 years ago when I really loved it, and there's like so many new Pokemon, so many new games, and so I thought it'd be fun just to kind of like step back and like relearn the history of Pokemon and just like see like the evolution of it. So I've been slowly working my way through both of these, which has just been so much fun. Going along with kind of like the highlights magazine and just like fun word games, I love a puzzle book. Love a puzzle book, love a word game. Like they are just so fun to me. And so I know a lot of y'all have actually bought this because of me, which is so cool because it's just so much fun. But as someone who loves the brain games and really loved Clue growing up, this like murder mystery puzzle called Myrtle is so much fun. They're essentially just like mini murder mysteries to solve. They're classified by like easy, medium, and hard, and truly are so much fun. And obviously you've got like hints in the back if you need it. You've got the answers in the back. And yeah, I love it. There are so many different Myrtle editions like out there, but essentially you have like what happened, you've got the characters, and then you've got your hints, and then you can like solve it, and truly is so much fun and so great for getting off of your phone. I've also got this Sudoku book. I really loved Sudoku when I was younger. I just feel like I'm doing it wrong, which I guess it doesn't matter as long as you enjoy it, but whenever I see other people's like snapshots of their Sudoku, I like don't understand how they're doing it without having to write like all of the teeny numbers in the top. I don't know if that makes sense because I go back and erase it, but I feel like that's kind of stopped me from playing it sometimes because I'm like, is there a different way I'm supposed to be playing it? But I got this one. I have a couple other ones and they're all way too hard. So I like this one because they're all easy, and the easy ones are still hard for me. So I love this. And I got this one from Half Price Books for only $5. You can also get them at Barnes & Noble or bookstores too, but I feel like Half Price Books is a very good place just to look for like puzzle books, word game books, whatever. They've got such a big selection. And then I love doing Wordle. I try and do it every day, and sometimes I forget, but sometimes I'm like, what puzzle a day is not enough? So I ended up getting this Wordle book when we were on a trip recently, and I'm still in the easy section, which the easy section is like very easy, but they also have them like classified. I think I just need to jump honestly to the medium or hard section, but this is also so fun, and I'll do like chunks of them at a time because I just love Wordle. Which also, if you're not playing Wordle, let me tell you, it took years for me to like actually get into it. Like my parents and my sister have been doing it like every single day since it came out, and they would always talk about it, and I was like, no. But recently, probably within the last like 4-ish months, Dom got into doing it every single day, and it's like so fun to do together. At the end of the day, we really love it. I feel like it's just like those little things that you look forward to that become like so fun and little mini rituals. So highly recommend the New York Times, just like all of the little games that they have if you haven't explored them. And then kind of random, but this little cactus pouch that I've had for such a long time, I couldn't even tell you when I got it, but this just holds my pens, pencils, like highlighters in case I'm out and want to journal, and then also some of my washi tape because, again, since I always have my Hobonichi with me, and if I have time I want to make sure I've got like the pins that I need to fill it out. So it's not completely full because if I was intentionally going to journal I would definitely bring more, but I always make sure to have pins or pencils with me just in case I, you know, need them to do one of my games or something. I almost always have my Kindle with me. I need to rearrange my stickers because they have fallen a little, but I have the Kindle Paperwhite. I've used it for several years now. I absolutely love it. I have a library card here in Austin, and then I just applied and got one through the Houston Public Library as well, so that I will have more access to books, which is great because I'm always maxed out on my holds at the Austin Public Library. But I just love having this with me because I don't always want to bring like an actual hardback book with me, and I almost always have one rented from the library just with the way like all of my holds kind of like release. So yeah, I love having my Kindle. I'm currently reading The Heartbreak Hotel and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm like 10% in. It just became available last night, but I highly recommend a Kindle if you don't have one. I was very hesitant because I'm someone that like, obviously, I love buying books. I love holding the books. I love just like collecting books. And so I didn't think I would love the Kindle as much as I do, but honestly, it's just so convenient. And I really don't mind reading on the screen. I thought that also would bother me, but I think because of like how the screen looks, which I feel like there's a lot of like Kindle deep dive videos out there, so it's not like I'm gonna go too in depth with the Kindle here. But yeah, I just really love it. I love how you can also, you know, change the lighting at night, read it in bed. We don't have like a bunch of lamps in our room, so honestly the like lighting settings on the Kindle are really great just for reading at night in bed, and overall I love it. I also think when this video goes up, it'll be right around like Black Friday, Cyber Monday time, which is probably a great time to look into getting a Kindle if you don't have one, but truly cannot say enough good things. And as someone who was like very hesitant to get it and didn't know if I would use it, I use it all of the freaking time. Like, it is so handy. I'm still on a journey of trying to figure out how to structure my time with all of the hobbies that I want to do, and specifically with like making a curriculum and kind of following like the curriculum trend, which truly just like unlocked something in my brain and inspired me to start learning about the things that I'm really interested in again, which one of those things is Greek mythology. I took a lot of classes in high school. I feel like I've kind of forgotten everything. So I've been like diving back into Greek mythology, and again, I really need to figure out how to like structure my time because I don't study it as much as I really want to. So it's definitely something I want to work on in 2026. But I got this book at Half Price Books and have started like annotating it, and I just really love having like a couple actual books. I've been taking notes on my iPad and have rented a lot of books through the library, but just like having this one that I can annotate. I'm such an annotator when it comes to like learning and studying, so I've loved that. And yeah, I just want to be better about reaching for this. I feel like there's some hobbies that I just like always gravitate towards because I absolutely love them, but then I get like bummed if, you know, like a week has passed, I'm like, wait, I didn't like study anything. Like, I really want to make sure I'm learning. So I always have this with me and have like easy access, especially with, you know, my pens and like sticky notes and highlighters in my little cactus bag so that I can learn and like annotate. But yeah, I definitely always keep whatever like topic I'm wanting to learn and study more over the course of a couple months. I just make sure I have it handy and ready to go. I'm sure no one is surprised about this one, but of course I always have my needlepoint with me. This is a hobby that it's so crazy. At the beginning of the year, I was like, I want to learn needlepoint. My mom actually taught me last December when I was home for Christmas, and, you know, taught me, and I was like, okay, this is fun, like, whatever. Literally took like 4 months off from the canvas that I've been working on because I was just like about it. Then I go back into it, and pretty much since then I have been hooked. I love it. I genuinely wake up excited every single day to get to make progress on whatever canvas I'm working on. Recently learned a new stitch, and that was just like, I probably got way too excited about it, but it was just such a feeling of accomplishment, and I'm just like so proud of myself. I feel like there is something to be said about like teaching yourself a new skill, whether or like a new language, just like learning something new that at first is outside of your comfort zone. There's just such a satisfying feeling that comes with that. And so, of course, I have my canvas that I'm working on. I will show y'all. I have it in this cute little bag. I believe I bought it from What's the Stitch, I think is the name. If that's wrong, I'll put the correct name down below. But I got this Snoopy canvas at our local like needlepoint store here in Austin, and this is the canvas that I've been learning the new stitch on. So this background stitch is completely new to me, and I'm obsessed. Like, I love this so much. I was so excited to hopefully finish it soon because I want to get it framed and just have it out through like the winter season. I feel like this will be something that we keep out probably through like February, just with it being more like wintry and not like total Christmassy, but I love it. And then I know these are the wrong size. Why am I blanking on what they're called? But these little like blocks, I'm totally blanking on what they're called, but these are the wrong size. I started this canvas when I was on a plane and only had these bars from the other canvas that I was working on, but haven't bothered to switch them because it's fine. Then I have this needle minder, which just holds the needle so you don't lose track of it. And then obviously I have the thread that I'm working on right here. And then I really like these bags because they have this little like storage up top. So this is where I keep my scissors, and then I also have this like needle threader for getting the thread through the needle. So yeah, if you have not gotten into needlepoint yet, let me put you on it. It's incredibly easy to learn, incredibly easy to pick up, and then there's just like so much within it. I've gotten a lot of questions about like what you do with actual canvas once you're done. People are like, is that it? And I feel like there's like 2 steps to finishing. So the first one is finishing the actual canvas, and then the next step is like finishing the project. So either framing it, turning it into an ornament, like turning it into coasters, you can turn it into a bag. Like there's so many different things to do with it. And something like this, it would be very big if I turned it into an ornament, but I guess I could. But something like this is like perfect just to go and get framed. And depending on the size of the canvas, you might have to go somewhere to get like a personalized frame, or you could just like go to Hobby Lobby and find a frame for it. But yeah, I love it. And then alongside of really getting into needlepoint, I've been trying to organize all of the threads that I have, which that'll be in a different video, just trying to get my life together. But I carry this little journal or like little notebook. It technically was supposed to be a planner, but I just really liked the layout of it. We got it when I was in Japan. But I have been logging like the threads that I'm using, just like information on the canvas in case I ever want to go back and, you know, use that same pink, or yeah, like try and match it, or if for whatever reason I run out of the thread when I'm working on it and I didn't keep like the little identification of what thread it is. I'm just trying to log all that so that I have all the information here, and it honestly really helps because there are some colors that I've used in other canvases that I want to use in this one, but will likely run out, and so I need to know what it is. So I've just been logging that here and keep that with me. And the last thing that I keep just for needlepoint, it's another little thing that I got when we were in Japan last year, but it's this little Miffy pouch, and I just keep like my extra I was like, where are they? I keep like my extra needles in here. I've got a couple extra like needle minders just in case I have multiple projects going on, but just like having it all in here. And then last but not least, I cannot believe we're already almost done with everything, but I really want to get into cozy gaming. I'm in it, but I'm not like in it, if you know what I mean. Like, again, going back to just like figuring out how to best divide my time between hobbies and also just like having hobbies that I really gravitate towards. Needlepoint and reading are probably like my biggest hobbies, but I really want to make more time for cozy gaming in 2026. I have so many games like flagged that I want to go and get just because they're so much fun. Even last night I played Dreamlight Valley for probably like an hour and a half. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to play again today. So I have my Nintendo Switch just in this little container, and I love my cute little, like, not key fobs, but just like decorations on the Switch. And then I have a couple games here. I feel like they're all like electronically on my Switch, so I don't have a ton of games. But yeah, I love gaming. I feel like it's such a good like brain off hobby, and this is especially one where I like needlepoint when I'm particularly tired and don't feel like picking up a book, but I feel like cozy gaming is also a really good option for that. So be prepared. There will hopefully be more cozy gaming content coming in 2026 because it's a hobby I really want to get into, because it's also something that I especially loved when I was younger. So there's several games that I'm looking at getting that I had when I was a kid, and there's a couple that I've already gotten when I was a kid. And so yeah, I love like playing games, and Dom and I love playing games together. Like, we love playing like Mario Kart and Mario Party and all that good stuff, which I'm sure so many of y'all also played when you were younger. So this is one in particular that I feel like my inner child just really, really loves, and so I want to do more of it in 2026. Okay, so that wrapped up everything that is in my cozy hobby analog bag. And like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm not like lugging this bag around anywhere. That would be a workout in itself, but really just want to have this like handy with all of my hobbies every single evening, even in the mornings things to, so I can choose what I want to do just to help me stay off my phone and be more intentional with my time. There are so many different things you could use to like fill a cozy hobby bag. Like obviously there's coloring, there are little like watercolor books. Like I truly feel like there is a hobby out there for everyone. If you haven't found your hobby yet, 2026 is your year. Truly, there are so many hobbies to explore and just fill your time with. And again, I encourage you to go and explore different hobbies, use your time doing things that you love, and stay off your phone. Don't fall prey to the doom scrolling, as fun as it can be. I just feel like it truly soaks up, like it sucks up so much of our time, and I don't think we even realize it. But I feel like a lot of times in the past, before I really dove into hobbies, I was like, where did my evening go? And like I don't feel good, like it just makes me feel sluggish. Of course, you like fall into comparison the more you're on your phone and whatnot. So I hope this encourages you to go and create your own little cozy hobby bag, or just, you know, go and explore other hobbies that are out there. But let me know if you have any questions about what's in my bag, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.